And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. New trouble for former talk show host Wendy Williams. Her guardian has decided to sell her Manhattan penthouse, which was once considered her dream home and originally worth $4.5 million. It was so under that value. This comes as Williams faces both health and financial challenges. Williams has been deemed incapacitated amid her battle with dementia and aphasia. And she reportedly sold all of her belongings 2 months ago. Joining us to talk about it, psychotherapist Dr. Nick Hardy. This is a tough situation when you're going through a mental health crisis like this. And many people don't realize, like, dementia is not a negative term saying mental health. It deals with your mental capacity.
It does. And it's a real issue, and it affects more than just people like Wendy Williams. I mean, everybody can probably attest to someone in their family who may experience Alzheimer's or dementia. This just highlights the importance of some of the business aspect of what we need to do, you know, as we get older in age. You know?
And I would dare to guess, make sure you appoint an executor of your estate, even if you're not rich.
Absolutely.
You know, you just need someone in charge of what you own, your things.
Yes, and you need to do so before you get to this point. And it's one of those things where all of us at some point, unfortunately, are going to pass away. We just never know when. And so sooner than later, it's best to get your affairs in order and to really begin to have those conversations that we often try to avoid when it comes to things like, how are we going to divide this? Who's going to make decisions in the event that something like this happens unexpectedly?
How do you make someone who's going through that, and before they get too bad into severe dementia or Alzheimer's where they don't remember who they are, how do you try to get them involved in something like that? Because many people don't want to talk about that. That is a reminder that things are coming to a close for you.
Absolutely. I mean, most of us don't want to talk about it. It's not a topic that we just are excited to talk about at the dinner table. But one of the things you can do is kind of educate people on what happens if you don't, and who will be making decisions on your behalf. And when you think about all the years of hard work that they go into, you know, building a career and building a certain lifestyle, you don't want to just give that to someone who you don't trust or who's a complete stranger.
In this case, Wendy Williams has a guardian, and while he has sold her New York apartment, her son is being evicted in Miami.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure she wouldn't want that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So let's talk about the illness that she has, dementia and aphasia. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so there's still some research out around what actually causes dementia. And so I think that's still kind of pending, you know. But it is one of those things where there's a cognitive decline, and it's one of those things that's still being studied, you know. So again, because of that.
But what we know of it, what is it?
Yeah. Oh, so this is
and just so you know, I've lived through it with my mom.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get it for the viewer out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is where some of your decision making, there's a decline. Some of your basic life functioning, there's also a decline as well. And so again, when it comes to situations like this, it does become difficult to make some of those basic life decisions that are in your own best interest.
And when we hear aphasia, what is that?
Yeah, aphasia, similar, you know, just in terms of just our cognitive decline and our ability to just function at, you know, what we would consider normal.
So your best advice, if a family member is anywhere close to this or has received this diagnosis, make sure you take action, get them involved.
Absolutely. And even before you receive that diagnosis, I would say you need to take action and get your affairs in order.
Absolutely. With a good family member.
Yes.
Not a dirty bastard who will take every mom and dad for everything. You know how they do.
That's how it happens.
Still ahead.